Forbidden. Forbidden. He is an artist and makes beautiful paintings. He is an artist and makes beautiful paintings. Michael Jordan is a legendary basketball player. Michael Jordan is a legendary basketball player. Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. You stay here with me. You stay here with me. We can buy food if we go to the supermarket. We can buy food if we go to the supermarket. Tried a new recipe for dinner. Tried a new recipe for dinner. Force after 3 centuries? Force after 3 centuries? Let me know if you want me to bring anything. Let me know if you want me to bring anything. I will make a cake. I will make a cake. She likes to do yoga in the morning. She likes to do yoga in the morning. What a great movie. What a great movie. Your brother was a jeweler. Your brother was a jeweler. He didn't do journalism 5 days ago. He didn't do journalism 5 days ago. You have to study regularly to improve your grades. You have to study regularly to improve your grades. Can be a hairdresser every year. Can be a hairdresser every year. It's like you'll have learned in 2 months. It's like you'll have learned in 2 months. It was the best choice among the candidates. It was the best choice among the candidates. Did you have a nice trip? Did you have a nice trip? He always helps his neighbors. He always helps his neighbors. Will you be a banker by noon? Will you be a banker by noon? He couldn't have suffered for 1 second before. He couldn't have suffered for 1 second before. Summer is hotter than winter. Summer is hotter than winter. It is a wonderful rice dish. It is a wonderful rice dish. Fellow financier. Fellow financier. I'm going on vacation to America next month. I'm going on vacation to America next month. I should tackle it next year. I should tackle it next year. Cannot measure. Cannot measure. Could he be a politician? Could he be a politician? The distance between the 2 cities is about 200 miles. The distance between the 2 cities is about 200 miles. He ate a sandwich for lunch. He ate a sandwich for lunch. They don't start a war right away. They don't start a war right away. They are pushed annually. They are pushed annually. Can you shepherd every year? Can you shepherd every year? Not sure if I really want to go. Not sure if I really want to go. I have too much energy. I have too much energy. Are there any character restrictions in this field? Are there any character restrictions in this field? Electric kettle boiling water for tea. Electric kettle boiling water for tea. We're going to the park, they said. We're going to the park, they said. Should not normally be a trainer. Should not normally be a trainer. I'm excited to start my new job next week. I'm excited to start my new job next week. Is this her bag? Is this her bag? You must return library books on time. You must return library books on time. You must be honest in your relationships. You must be honest in your relationships. I am planning to take a yoga class. I am planning to take a yoga class. Could you please let me know if you're coming to the party? Could you please let me know if you're coming to the party? Should be replaced later. Should be replaced later. The lawyer will defend his client in court next week. The lawyer will defend his client in court next week. The children played together in the park. The children played together in the park. What would you like to do? What would you like to do? I could go to school. I could go to school. We used to picnic in the park. We used to picnic in the park. This place is really beautiful. This place is really beautiful. Aren't you selected at noon? Aren't you selected at noon? Can he do gymnastics in the afternoon? Can he do gymnastics in the afternoon? I am willing to work hard to improve our relationship. I am willing to work hard to improve our relationship. You should not feed the animals in the park. You should not feed the animals in the park. I may not run after 3 p.m. I may not run after 3 p.m. I walked to school yesterday. I walked to school yesterday. They arrived at the airport in the evening. They arrived at the airport in the evening. Then we are technicians. Then we are technicians. The article discusses the link between exercise and overall health. The article discusses the link between exercise and overall health. Can you recommend a good brand of dish soap? Can you recommend a good brand of dish soap? I went to the bridge yesterday. I went to the bridge yesterday. If we hurry, we can catch the last train. If we hurry, we can catch the last train. Is your half-brother a chemist? Is your half-brother a chemist? Tony, we'll be at your house in 5 days. Tony, we'll be at your house in 5 days. What are you planning to do on the weekend? What are you planning to do on the weekend? My stepmother is an inspector. My stepmother is an inspector. I have a couple of paints. I have a couple of paints. They may not have known before. They may not have known before. Was your half-brother an inspector? Was your half-brother an inspector? Despite being nervous, he performed exceptionally well. Despite being nervous, he performed exceptionally well. I plan to take a vacation next month. I plan to take a vacation next month. His cousins were lobbyists. His cousins were lobbyists. Do you have it? Do you have it? He reflected. He reflected. This is great. This is great. The answer is certain. The answer is certain. Can you tell me what time the cafeteria closes? Can you tell me what time the cafeteria closes? Can't lose after 1 minute. Can't lose after 1 minute. Time flies like an arrow. Time flies like an arrow. My nose is constantly running and it's really annoying. My nose is constantly running and it's really annoying. We need to find a solution to the problem. We need to find a solution to the problem. Can you meet me at the restaurant at 7 p.m.? Can you meet me at the restaurant at 7 p.m.? I will teach you English with Mr. Tandy. I will teach you English with Mr. Tandy. Chatty, chatty. I can exclude. I can exclude. Can I use this ticket at another station? Can I use this ticket at another station? Usually blogger? Usually blogger? Was our stepson a pie player? Was our stepson a pie player? We were playing tennis on the court. We were playing tennis on the court. Okay, then I don't do anything. Okay, then I don't do anything. Have you ever been to a concert? Have you ever been to a concert? You look great as always. You look great as always. Were his grandchildren laundresses? Were his grandchildren laundresses? Should be appreciated every year. Should be appreciated every year. Justice. Justice. They must be lobbyists. They must be lobbyists. Fist. Fist. Is this how you always answer the phone? Is this how you always answer the phone? We have to think. We have to think. Isn't he a paramedic every year? Isn't he a paramedic every year? We can still throw a party. We can still throw a party. Can it wait every week? Can it wait every week? I don't have friends in the city and I don't have a cell phone. I don't have friends in the city and I don't have a cell phone. Can't be a ballerina now? Can't be a ballerina now? What time do you come to school in the morning? What time do you come to school in the morning? Can we renew a year ago? Can we renew a year ago? They develop weekly. They develop weekly. No hairdresser at night? No hairdresser at night? They didn't call before at 5 a.m. They didn't call before at 5 a.m. Are we visible every year? Are we visible every year? I need to have my wound dressed. I need to have my wound dressed. I can type fast on the keyboard. I can type fast on the keyboard. Moreover, your wife was a professor. Your wife was a professor. I am silent. I am silent. My sister made the cake. My sister made the cake. I studied Spanish in high school. I studied Spanish in high school. I've never been to Paris, he said. I've never been to Paris, he said. You can usually recognize. You can usually recognize. I don't deserve to be treated like this. I don't deserve to be treated like this. How about going to the museum on Saturday? How about going to the museum on Saturday? They can often get along. They can often get along. We have to attend a meeting tomorrow. We have to attend a meeting tomorrow. I did not mean that. I did not mean that. Do you have a sister? Do you have a sister? Could you please help me with this math problem? Could you please help me with this math problem? My close plans. My close plans. Do we have a red bag? Do we have a red bag? The piano has been playing for hours. The piano has been playing for hours. This dress is cheap. This dress is cheap. The baby is awake. The baby is awake. We don't have much bandwidth. We don't have much bandwidth. The computer crashes unexpectedly. The computer crashes unexpectedly. I can be the commander at noon. I can be the commander at noon. He must be the second man immediately. He must be the second man immediately. There will be new flights to the airport. There will be new flights to the airport. Although the hike is challenging, the view from the top is breathtaking. Although the hike is challenging, the view from the top is breathtaking. I have a lot of experience in this field. I have a lot of experience in this field. I have a new car. I have a new car. Further. Do they study English at school? Do they study English at school? You should clean your room before you go out. You should clean your room before you go out. The diamondback rattlesnake has the strongest venom. The diamondback rattlesnake has the strongest venom. I look forward to our adventure together. I look forward to our adventure together. I don't like to work. I don't like to work. They can't hit. They can't hit. I usually couldn't occupy. I usually couldn't occupy.